Baby to dress up and Little Baby probably he don't want to do it, but I mean, you sign a contract, right? They
Jesus Christ is the King.
What's good, you guys? It's Capital J Productions. I'm back with another video, and we're gonna go ahead and get started right away. This is about Lil Baby and how he is dressed, right? Now, I've done a video before about Lil Baby, but in this video, this should be a short one. I ain't gonna spend too much time, but I'm gonna put the picture up, the actual picture. And I'll put the link to his Instagram so you guys can go see this. This picture is directly from his Instagram, right? But just pay attention how he's dressed, and you know, which is really it's funny, but it's like it's very sad at the same time, and it's more sad than it is funny. So you know, like, man, if you guys can't see that masculinity is under attack by now, then you know you guys ain't gonna never see it. But yeah, so I mean, he's dressed up like a little girl. You know, he looks like he's going to go outside and play some hopscotch. Like, that's how he looks. That's how he's dressed. You know, like, I remember growing up in the early 90s. I remember girls in the 90s used to wear pants like that, younger girls. Um, it's crazy because I haven't seen those pants in a very long time, but I guess they're making their comeback now, huh? And now men, you got, you know, Lil Baby is a grown man and he's wearing these pants, you know, he's wearing pink, and you know, we're going to talk about those things later. So but just pay attention to how he's dressed, right? Now, that's the thing that most people don't understand, is that these rappers, right, are paid to dress like this. They're being paid to dress like this. Now, the question may come up, right? You might be asking yourself, why would somebody want to pay a grown man, right, which is a rapper? He's supposed to be a rapper. He's supposed to dress like a rapper. It's crazy, man. This whole fit is crazy. Like a mixture. He got his bling on, but then he got, you know, like it's just crazy, man. But anyway, it's a reason why the mix is there, and I can explain that, but I don't know if I'm gonna go in detail for that. It comes from a source, right? Everything that we see in life, everything that we experience from life, you see on TV, no matter where it is, social media, whatever, it comes from somewhere. Okay, y'all just have to dig deep for that education to find out where. Okay, so but anyway, you know, if Little Baby was grown, right, if he was grown in the hood, because you don't learn to dress like this from the hood. I'm just being honest, right? So the way this is working is you got these white people, right? And I'm saying white people because that's the reality, right? Like, I mean, you guys can even go, I have videos, I have all other videos exposing this stuff. So just go through some of my other videos and you guys can learn, you know. I'm not just coming up with this stuff. It's actually facts on what I'm saying. I'm not saying this out of racism. I'm telling you what it is, right? Because I mean, you guys got to look at, right? Y'all got to look at who owns these record labels, who own the marketing agencies, who own these design, who's the designers, right? The clothes designers, the people who pick their clothes, the people who are creating the clothes. Just go look up on the people who own these clothing labels and who own the jewelry. You know, you're gonna find out that it's mostly a white pale person, right? So that's where that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So you got these white people, right? Who's basically they got to go find a black man that is willing to dress himself and make himself look like this, right? So in order for you to accomplish this goal, you got to find basically a dumbass that's just willing to dress up like a girl, right? And but call himself a rapper, which is backwards as fuck, right? Like so, but because you don't learn this in the hood. Like if anybody was raised in the hood, y'all know, dude, if he'd have dressed like this, I know if he'd have dressed like this in my hood, right, and where I grew up at, man, he would have got clown. I'm talking about clown so bad he would never come outside again. That's how bad it would be, right? So y'all gotta ask yourselves when y'all see pictures like this, like who else is behind it? Because y'all just see Lil Baby, right? But don't no grown ass man wants to dress up in pink, right? Put on these little flower pans and like which one is it, bro? Is you trying to be hard? You trying to be tough, or you trying to be a little girl? But you can't put them together and make it a style, okay? You just can't do that. It ain't gonna work, right? Okay. So we know, right? If the hood is not doing this, if people not in the hood doing this, the average black people is not doing this, then where is it from? It's from white people, okay? That's where it's from, right? And in order for you to accomplish this, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay these guys to dress like this, right? Because who's going to just willingly sign up to look like a dumbass in front of their own people? Okay? Y'all have to ask the right questions. That's how y'all can figure out what's really going on, okay? So that's what's really going on. Let's move on to the next. I have a list of things I want to talk about regarding this. So I wrote them down, and so I'm just, like I always say in videos, my brain be rambling on because I have so much stuff going on in my brain. So let's move forward, right? What is he really promoting, right? Okay, by dressing this way, what is he really promoting? Okay, and I mean, some of y'all, obviously, y'all know, but the younger audience may not know. So I'm gonna tell you, it's the LGBTQ community that he's advertising, right? That's why they do this. That's why they pay these artists to dress like this. So because they have a goal, right? There's people who got money, who got access, they got a lot of money, which I call white people, right? You got these white people at the top, and they say, you know what, we want these black people, we need them to they have a goal for us. They always did have goals for us. Okay. So this goes back from a long time ago of them trying to play God over us. All right. So that's what all this is about. And so they change up their plans from time to time, right? Which, they put us in slavery for a very long time, 400 years. We got through that, and now they can't do that no more. So there's other ways they can put us through slavery, which is mental slavery, LGBT, anything that's demonic, anything that's against God, because they know we are the true original people from God, right? I know that. And if you black, you should know that, right? If you read your Bible, you will find out that God is black, right? It describes it in the Bible, even the Bible that they control and put out, right? But they had to put out the truth. And the truth the truth is that God is black. And, that's why they hate us so much, right? So that's another video I plan on doing on pretty soon, is breaking down like exactly where racism came from, how it started, why it's here, and all of that. It's Jesus behind it, but I'll be going way too deep into that side of it, and I want to stay focused on Lil Baby. Okay, so but that's the reason why you got these white people that's willing to pay to miseducate us and lead us down a road that we shouldn't go, because that's what this is all about. It's all about not finding out who we really are and our power and who we really are, because the further we are away from God, the less power we got. That's what's about. That's what all of this about. And it must mean a lot to them, right? Because they're willing to pay. They're willing to pay dumbasses like Lil Baby to dress up and Lil Baby probably he don't want to do it, but I mean, you sign a contract, right? They own you, and when they own you, they can basically tell you, excuse me, tell you to do whatever they want you to do, and you have to do it because you're under contract. But he is getting paid to dress like this as well. So I mean, you can't say no, but then they'll drop him and he will go away. He won't, like what happened to so many other rappers, right? And I've mentioned about this, like about rappers being hot for 1 minute and then they're just gone. And there's a reason for that, you know. So so that's why it's being promoted, right? So let's go to number 4. Number 4 is image matters. These white people know it. The people in marketing know it. I learned this in business school. Okay. I'm telling y'all, image matters. How you put yourself, how you put your brand together, how you set up everything, the commercials you put out, right? The images in your commercials that you put out, the text, down to the font that you pick in the text is important, right? Like, you want people to understand your message, right? So you got to make sure you have a clear font for your brand so people can know where you stand for, whether it's liquor, whether it's a clothing line, whether it's jewelry, whether it's hats, whether it's cars, whether it's trucks. You know what I'm saying? Wherever your brand is, you're going to control it, right? Because you want to have a certain outcome, right? So that's what I'm saying. Your image matters. So these businesses, these record companies, they ain't gonna ruin their image. Y'all think that they gonna go, or one of these music execs are gonna go and put on a dress and oh yeah, we're for the LGBT, or or we doing it too? No, they're not. These guys are in suits. Okay, they own the record companies. They're dressing up as men every day. They are masculine men that want their way. Okay, they are not dressing up in no dresses, no blue pants with no fucking flowers on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're dressing up as men, they're acting like men, and they're making decisions as men for other men, just other color of men. Okay, so y'all got to understand that. Y'all got to understand that there's it's a bigger goal for them in mind. Y'all got to understand the game. See, y'all just look at these rappers and that's it. That's the problem with black people. They just look at what they see on TV or see on social media, but there's a lot more to it that y'all don't see, even from like just this one picture, right? You see the picture, but there's a lot that you don't see that's behind the scenes going on. And if you guys haven't really been a part
And Lil Baby, the beginning and the end.